The bit in your book that really struck a chord with me, and I haven't heard anyone describe it, I don't think, was the introversion, that women constantly feel it's up to them to fill the gaps and smooth over the social awkwardness and and just provide the chatter. And I'm wondering about the moment when you suddenly kind of went, oh, don't have to be.
Probably sooner than I should have. But it was going to a wedding with my boyfriend at the time, and I just was in like my mid-20s and just was like, I really hate this, and I can't do it. Like, I can't be this social with this many people for this long, and then getting to a place where I didn't think something was wrong with me, and that I thought it was okay, and I actually I really like that I know that I need time on my own to recharge.
And do you say no to more weddings now? I mean, are there just events where you think, I cannot stand that, I can't be there?
Yeah, or I can go just for the bare minimum. I can't do a full weekend wedding. I mean, and you know, my friends are still getting married. I'm like, we're 35, can we stop? Like, why are people still doing this? But it's more than that. You know, it's not just affairs that are that big. It can be just the small talk with someone in an elevator.
Do you ever just say, I'm just going to be silent?
Yeah, no, I'm a nightmare. I will totally, or I'll say, if I'm at a wedding, I'll go, you know what, I really just can't talk to anyone for a little bit and take a time out.
Where is that? Is it locking yourself in a loo, or is it?
Hopefully I have access to a room, but I have done that. I have sat in a Starbucks bathroom and just sat on the floor and just taken a minute. Nobody was waiting, so it wasn't rude. You
probably go to, hundreds of award ceremonies or no award ceremonies. Whenever I do, or I'm kind of stuck there.
Yeah, like an event of some kind.
An event,
yeah.
and you see the speeches, and I'm always struck by the fact that women accept awards, and the first thing they do quite often is apologise. They apologise for not being funny, they apologise for not being articulate, they apologise for, this isn't going to be a good speech. I wonder what you make of that. How did we get to that place?
I think because so many people hate women. There's so much anger toward women. I had to work to stop doing that. I'd be on set and I'd want to give a suggestion to, when we were filming Trainwreck, to Judd Apatow, and I'd say sorry, and then I was like, I just noticed, I'm like, what am I doing? So I just made sure to not do that anymore.
You talked yourself out of it. It became a conscious thing.
Yeah, and it's out of my system now. I say I'm sorry a lot less than I probably should.
If you say the name Hillary Clinton, in America, you get incredible responses. There'll be those who love her, and there'll be those with visceral hatred on their faces.
Well, that's what I'm saying with the not being informed, because those people aren't informed. If you go, why don't you like Hillary? They'll go, she lied about her emails. What else is she going to lie about? People get one fact, and that's what they latch onto about a candidate. They go, but she lied about that. I'm like, well, Donald Trump has a fake college. Donald Trump doesn't pay his workers. He won't release his taxes. There's never been a nominee who's ever not released their taxes. So, and I don't think you can I haven't had a conversation with anyone who doesn't like Hillary where they've had anything meaningful to say.
If it isn't Hillary in November, does your act change? Does your outlook
change? My
change?
act will change because I'll need to learn to speak Spanish, because I will move to Spain or somewhere. It's beyond my comprehension if Trump won. It's too crazy.
Talk to me a little bit about sex. The sort of Hollywood portrayals of sex are very squeaky clean and romantic, and the Amy Schumer portrayal of sex is, half the time it's quite crap. You can be quite lazy in bed. Nothing much happens. It's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the kind of sex that you're having, but that I am showing the kind of sex that I've mostly had. Usually if it's not like sex within a relationship and you're sleeping with someone new, most likely it doesn't go well and something weird or hurtful happens. And just these moments where you question yourself and what are you willing to do to be liked? And
because you're quite graphic in that, you know, you say this is not a self-help book, but it's a sort of how-to book. You know, you show women how to masturbate.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I do. That's nice. I wish somebody had told me. I had to figure it out on my own when I was like old.
How old?
Like 16. That's old. Like guys are jerking off when they're like 9. I think, you know, maybe it speeds them up a couple of years. Like I remember when I was 18 or 19, this guy came to visit me. I'd met this guy in Montana, and he was like really cute and like woodsy and, you know, a hiker. And then he came and visited me in New York. And in that environment, he was very gross. And I was not attracted to him anymore. I was like 19. I was like, oh, he flew all the way here. I'll just like drink enough that my body will like, that I'll have sex with this guy. Because I felt like I owed him something. And I think as a young woman, you might get confused about that. So what I'm saying is like, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, and don't feel like you owe someone something.